Can I ask a question?
Yes, please. Who is speaking?
Padmini.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Go
Guruji.
ahead.
So Guruji, I thank you so much for providing all the videos and audios and question and answers, which, we're very grateful to have all this from you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. So after listening to and trying to put this into practice in my daily life, slowly I ask, or I'll say nanu nanembudu. I'll do that, or I'll say, to whom did this thought come? And then I'll say, answer, it came to me. And then I'll say, who am I? Whenever I'm in the middle of some negative thoughts, when they come out of me. So slowly now I'm able to maintain a distance. Still, those thoughts are there. So say a negative thought comes, then I may for some time not be conscious it's there and I'll go with the flow. But suddenly I realize, and then I do the self-inquiry, who am I, to whom? And then I bring that thought back to my to where it belongs. But so slowly I see that I'm doing this, but it's so even when I do when I don't realize, and for some short period, I go with this flow of the negative thought, will that also add to this my bank balance of karma? Or
So,
do I get credit for
no,
halfway
no.
I've
See,
realized and I've
any
gone
any
back?
any small spiritual sadhana you do in your life, any lifetime, always adds to your spiritual journey. Okay, so that's what Arjuna asked Krishna. So Krishna, you're telling me do yoga and dhnana. I'm in the war field. Anytime I can be killed. In war field, I don't know when I'll be killed. So whatever I do, little bit in that when I'm alive, will it help me? Sri Krishna says, even if you do little bit, it will continue, carry forward in next life. So first question for you is anything, any small amount of spiritual work, spiritual activity, what we do will be preserved and grow in the next lifetime if you don't attain liberation this lifetime. Second thing is the spiritual journey is not like a explosion. Explosion is or something. Oh, yesterday I was fine, today I got something else. No, it is more like a blooming of a flower. Okay, so the lotus blooms like that. We start gradually start blooming. In the many times we'll fall back and we'll get up again. Fall back and get up again. More like learning is cycling. When you're learning is cycling, you'll get into cycle, you'll fall. Again, you'll go put two steps, again fall back. Like that, gradually, we'll go back to ourselves and miss it, fall back, get dragged by thoughts, again come back. So it's like this on and off will happen. But gradually, over a period of time, we learn cycling. Like that, we learn how to operate from our innermost center. So that is the process of spiritual journey. So in this process of journey, yes, we will do some small amount of karma when we fall back, but the good karma, what we do, going back to the self, that starts burning our negative, burning our sanchita karma, accumulated karma. So that way you don't have to worry too much. There are four types of karma: sanchita karma, prarabdha karma, agami, and kriyamana. So out of that, who am I? Self-inquiry will burn your sanchita karma, accumulate infinite amount of accumulated karma that will not get accumulated. Prarabdha karma will continue, and when you do some karma, new karma, by unconsciously you will do some karma, that kriyamana karma will not have a very significant effects in your life. So in other words, whatever spiritual activity, whatever self-inquiry you do is overall beneficial. Don't worry too much about fall in between.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay. See, there are four types of karma. Out of it, biggest karma is called sanchita. The infinite amount of karma which you have done many lifetimes. I don't know whether you have heard of sanchita, prarabdha, agami, and kriyamana.
Yeah, I have heard in your talks. Prabhuji,
Yeah.
I have heard.
So mainly, as you start getting jnana, the infinite amount of sanchita karma starts getting burnt. Very big balance. The prarabdha karma will continue because body is born already. Kriyamana is what you do. You start doing more. Actually, you try to do more service, more loka kalyana, more dharmic activity. In that sense, that also starts giving less fruits. Sometimes we fall back. Sometimes we get angry. Sometimes we get agitated. Don't worry too much about it. Again, come back. Continue your journey. So don't worry about fall in the spiritual life.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Welcome. But biggest thing which will happen is the sanchita karma will get burnt. It's a huge amount of karma.
Okay.
Yes. I'm not able to hear. Audio.
So it's kind of also one of the message that it's told that don't worry about the fruits, just go on doing your thing. So you do, even if you're thinking negative or even if you're thinking positive, it doesn't matter because you're not supposed to think about the fruits. But at the same time, I forgot what was that. I forgot. I had a question when
Is
Padmini
your
was
question
talking.
is Partially, your question is don't think about fruits. Then why you are looking for enlightenment or liberation? I'm just
No,
thinking
no,
out
no,
loud.
no, no.
Okay.
Okay, no. Okay, I got it.
No,
So
but that could be question too. But go ahead.
that okay. You hold that for the next one, but my question. So let's say we are talking about our conscious, and the first thing is, am I allowed to keep my in the spiritual journey? Am I allowed to keep my conscious happy or unhappy? Because if I'm going to keep my conscious happy, it might result in having somebody else's conscious, make somebody else's conscious unhappy. So what
No,
is
no, no.
my role?
So this is nothing. This is making somebody else. See, there is something called dharma. Dharma is what is good for me and what is good for society is called dharma. What is good for me and what is not good for society is called adharma. Okay, I'll be happy. Okay, whatever happens to society, I don't care. Means larger whole, not society as a such is a larger whole. So the principle of dharma has to be applied. So if I have to be happy, I have to follow dharma. If I follow adharma, if I follow dharma and I get happiness, I am happy and I am doing some help or whatever is required for the society. So that's no problem. But if I am happy, I'm happy, but it causes suffering to others. It's called adharma. Adharma invariably leads to papa or sin or bad merit. What you call papa. So that in the longer run, it has a lot of implications into many lifetimes, hell and other things.
But
So
okay, continue. Sorry.
so first lesson in spiritual life is live a life of dharma. Okay. So when I say I am going doing this teaching and all, I'm not doing a favor to you. I am actually doing my dharma. Okay. So my dharma is what I received from my rishis, what I received from gurus. I have to pass it on to society. If I keep it to myself, it becomes selfishness. So in that sense, I'm not doing any favor to anybody. It's just my dharma I'm following. If I follow my dharma, good merit will come. But good merit is not required for enlightenment. The enlightenment is going beyond good merit also. But good merit will ensure that your spiritual journey is smooth. Your journey of life is smooth. So question is, should I be happy? Definitely you have to be happy. But happiness at the cost of suffering to others is not dharma.
Understood. But what if I'm suffering because of somebody else's dharma? How do I take care of that? If I
No, no.
don't react, then I'm doing my consciousness not doing it a
No.
favor.
See, if I am suffering, the law of nature, law of spiritual life, okay, is not about passivity. Anything happens to me, I should be passive. No. if something is happening in my life, okay, there are two aspects to my life. What happens in my life and how do I act on that, right? Something happens in my life. For example, corona happened in life, or earthquake happened in life, or somebody comes and tortures me. So something happens in my life, and how do I react to that is called purushartha. What happens in your life is called prarabdha. So if there is a situation in life uncomfortable, somebody is giving you trouble, somebody is some situation is there which is not comfortable to your life. So purushartha is we have a choice to change the situation, to overcome the situation, and by following the dharma. At some point of time, we can do that. At some point of time, we can't do it. Right? There are two situations. One is change what you can. Now, if you can't change what you can, then what is the choice you have? Accept what you can't. So at that point of time, you have to accept, because this is what's happening is unchangeable prarabdha. Prarabdha is what has happened to me because of my past karma. I have to accept it. We have only two choices: change what you can, accept
Even
what
if
you can't.
if you change what you can, but if that results in having effects on so many aspects which might cause suffering to others, what would be that time then? Would
No.
it go in my negative thing or my
Change
my
what you
dharma?
can. Change what you can within the framework of dharma. See,
Even if it means suffering of others.
no, I don't know what I mean. If a general question, I can't have an answer because I can't even understand what general question you're asking, right? Because it's too much of general question to answer. So, and when you do dharma, okay, within the limits of dharma, what has to be changed has to be changed. So there are only two choices: change or accept. There is no third choice in life. Now, let us say it causes suffering to others. Okay, we'll take this situation. Whether suffering to others is really because of your action or because of their self-imposed suffering, we don't know. For example, if I don't eat food, my mother will suffer. My child is not eating. Okay, so now it is not required for us, but she is imposing on herself that I can't prevent her. I can't go and stuff food into her mouth, right? So we have to do within the best ability what we can. That's all we can do. We cannot do what is beyond our best ability. Within our ability, follow dharma, change what you can. In the process, some consequence can be there. For example, when Arjuna fights the war, okay, the war is a terrible thing, right? He has to protect dharma. So many people will die, but he has the limitation. He can do only that much. He cannot go and save the world.
It
Within
answers
our
my
fight,
question. It does answer my question.
yeah.
Thank you.
Basically, Arjuna is a warrior. Okay. Now the warrior has to protect dharma. In the process of protecting dharma, he has to kill some people. That's his limitation. He has to do it. But in the killing of the people, some people will become widows, some people, children will lose their family members. He doesn't have the control over the situation. He can do only limited to his ability. But he has to do well. He should not have a selfishness there.
Yeah. Your example was a perfect one about mother and the kid not eating. I think it answered a lot of my
Right.
questions.
So
Thank you very much.
there are many situations in life. Okay, we call people as suffering. They say suffering because of you, but they are self-imposed suffering. People are very good in torturing themselves and telling somebody else is causing me. Okay, it's a horrible situation, right? People want to create a guilt feeling. Okay, feeling of, oh, because of you I'm suffering. Those things are there. Don't get succumb to that. Next question.
Yeah, Mahesh had something.
Yes, sir. If don't focus on the result, why focus on enlightenment? That was the question.
Yeah, it's like this could come in like a why to liberate if we don't have to.
No. That question, that whole understanding of don't focus on the result is wrong. The teaching is karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. It doesn't say don't get attached to fruits. Doesn't mean don't expect the fruits. No, you can expect the fruits. See, it's karmanye vadikara means you have the right to do your duty, but result is not under your control. Result is this result of because of many parameters. Okay, then if you say this result only I am happy, this result I am unhappy, then you are suffering. Whatever result comes, get that. A student, when he studies for examination, you should focus that I should get 100 marks. Okay, but let's say he gets 70 marks, should he commit suicide? So result is not under your control, action is under control. Do your action in the best possible way. That way result, possibility of right result is good, chances are more. That's the meaning of that. So it's translated as don't expect fruits. No, you have to expect fruits, but don't get attached to fruits.
Otherwise it will be disappointment.
It will cause suffering, a lot of suffering.
Clear, very clear. Thank you.
It may also cause happiness, Mahesh, because if you do more than what you expected, it's the both ways. So
no. The happiness is a problem. What will happen? Once you get some happiness, then you'll get addicted to that. So I want more of that. I want more of that. But the more will not happen.
Agreed.
Somewhere it will fail. Then you start getting disappointment.
understood.
Right? Success formula cannot be replicated so easily.
Very well. I'm so I'm getting so many things cleared in my mind also. Not that everything, but thank you very much, Subbu and Guruji. It's really like very nice to hear so many things and questions coming in my mind. Thank you very
Anybody else
much.
any questions?
Yeah, I will.
Guruji, I have one question, one more. Just this is a curious, out of curiosity, I'm asking, who is it that is actually recording all our thoughts? I mean, finally, it will be tallied, good thoughts, bad thoughts, and then we move on in our next life. But what is this mechanism that is it?
Okay.
Is it
I'll tell
the
you.
Turiya that is actually,
No.
which is fourth
No.
state watching us, that is
No.
actually
That's not it.
recording? Just a
No.
curiosity.
No. Turiya is beyond. Okay, Turiya is the supreme state. Turiya doesn't do any action. Turiya is like a screen, and movie is there on the screen. Turiya doesn't participate in any of your. Turiya is the background. Turiya is the Atma. Turiya is the light of self. It doesn't bother about what's going on. It just eliminates. Now what happens is recording. You have heard of Yamadharmaraya, right? The Lord
Yes.
of Death.
Mm-hmm.
And you have heard that he has two assistants called Chitragupta. Have you heard of them?
Yes. He keeps accounts.
What they say is two Chitragupta assistants of Yamadharmaraya sit on our shoulders and they record what's going on all your life. So the Chitragupta word comes from the Gupta Chitra. The reverse it. Gupta Chitra means hidden picture. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So what happens? Hidden picture is our mind. A conscious mind is only 5%. Our subconscious mind is 95%. Lot of data gets recorded in our subconscious mind. Everything, whatever experience is getting recorded moment to moment. It's like a video camera. Constantly. There's no judgment there. It just gets recorded. Are you clear?
Yes.
So now this recording is a continuous activity. It's a part of our functioning of the mind. There's no person there. It's a functioning of the mind. Records, because that's required, right? 10 years back what I ate, I went here. So there's some detail, but a lot of details are getting recorded every moment of our life. Okay. So they're called Chitragupta. They're called Gupta Chitra. That means hidden pictures. In Puranic language, it's called Chitragupta. Just the words are inverted. So now where it is getting recorded is next question. So can you show me? Can you? If I ask you, where is your memory? With your finger, you show me where is your memory.
It's in my brain.
Show me your brain. Is this correct?
Uh-huh.
Right?
But I think it's everywhere, in our muscles, everywhere.
It is not the brain, our body and muscle doesn't store memory. It's only accessing memory. The memory is accessed by the instrument called body and mind. Actually, I told you earlier, body and mind is just an instrument. So this instrument accesses the memory. The memory is stored in the cloud, like your laptop memory. Okay, laptop information is stored in the cloud, you download. So the entire our memory footprint is the energy field. So now what will happen? Our brain accesses that, our body and mind accesses that, and it's recorded in the field. That's why even if you die, when the body dies also, the memory will pass on. Otherwise, body dies, brain goes, brain dead, the memory will not go to next life. The memory will be carried forward intact to next life because of the cloud, that what you call energy field. And that cloud is called Akashic record. Akasha means subtle. Akasha means space. A subtle recording of all our thought process, memory, feelings, experiences happen in the Akashic record. Our body and mind is accessing moment to moment from that Akashic record, and we feel it's coming from here, it's coming through here.
Okay.
Okay. And that Akasha means space, a subtle element. A subtle recording takes place. All humanity, every human being, since they're born, millions of lifetimes, everything is recorded in the Akashic field for everybody. Okay. So now what will happen? This who records this is called memory. Chitragupta. Chitragupta is nothing but our mind. Records, retrieves. Records, retrieves. Okay. Chitragupta.
Okay.
At the time of death, what will happen? At the time of death, the soul is leaving the body. So at that time, the soul has become freed from the body. So practically, it's gained its divinity. Practically, it's like it has become free from the human structure. So now it will do a judgment of its own. What I have done right and what I have done wrong. Review. That's called life review. In that life review, the memory record will be played in the reverse order. Okay, a quick entire life review will take place in front of the soul. Now the soul is not partial, soul is impartial because it has become free from the body. It is owning up now what I have done. So based on what I have done, what I have not done, the soul will take next life.
Okay.
Clear?
Thank you, Guruji. Thank
Yes,
you.
please. Who is yes question? Yes.
The journey is actually going and rejoining the Paramatma, the soul going back and residing
You are
back
not.
in Paramatma.
You are never left actually. There's no rejoining because you are never left. You are already there, but you are not recognizing it.
But that's what is liberation, right? Like when you have done your karma and dharma, the achievement is you go back and join
Yeah,
back to the Paramatma.
in a sense, it's not achievement because wave has never been separate from water. It cannot be. The wave has the illusion I'm separate from water, but wave is not separate from water. The wrong understanding that I'm separate will start dropping.
No, then I'm confused.
See, you will reach liberation is an achievement at the time of mukti. Okay, but it is not an achievement in the sense nobody can be separate from Paramatma. Paramatma is all pervading reality. Everywhere is there. Right now, what is your identity? I'm the body. Okay, our identity as a soul and Atma is very weak. In the spiritual journey, I am the body identity becomes weak, and the soul or Atma, Paramatma identity becomes more and more stronger. In that sense, you are regaining what is there. You are not you're not getting something which is not what is not there. Already deep inside you are connected to Paramatma. That awakens. See, Paramatma being all pervading reality, can anybody be separate from Paramatma at any point of time?
No, I'm not saying separation. What I mean to say, we are small parts of a bigger something.
That
Is
small
this right?
part, that small part is coming from the concept of body, because our identity is a body. The small part is body. Body is a small part in the whole universe. But as soul, our identity is not small. We are one with Paramatma. Atma is one with Paramatma. Is already a mistaken identity makes say that we are a small part of the whole. The real identity is we are actually whole already. The entire process of losing the ignorance, wrong understanding that I am part of the body, the vehicle, is the spiritual journey. So to give an example, is wave part of water?
Water is a part of a wave.
What is a part of wave? You mean ocean water
Wave
is a
is
part
made
of
up
wave?
of water, right?
Wave is made up of water, right? Water is water. Is it a wave is a part of water, or wave is water?
It's water.
Wave is water only. Similarly, every soul is Paramatma only. But the name and form identification of the body makes it forget its real nature, essential nature. The wave, when says I'm the wave with this form and shape, I'm separate from water, that feeling will start gradually go as you do spiritual journey. Have you gone to this 4D movies, 5D movies? There are 4D movies, right? You sit on a chair and you feel as if you're falling from a mountain. Okay, you're in the top of the mountain, suddenly you fall. So has anything happened to you? But your sense organs and mind are getting a feeling that, oh, I'm falling, right? So the feeling of smallness is coming through our sense organs and the vehicle. Really, one who is riding this Atma is free.
Then we are coming back to the same question. If there is, we are just going to be doing different actions in your different lives in different forms of body, then there is no end to this. This is like we
There
are
is end to this.
still
See,
on.
this is there is here the question is there is no end to that is not correct. If you are continuously the action, identifying the body, there's no end to it. Only jnana can separate. That's why nahi jnana and sadasham pavitra. Only jnana, self-awareness has to be developed. The self-awareness will come only after certain level of maturity. It's like let's give the example of a movie. A horror movie is going on. I am showing so many things are horror. Some ghost is coming. I try to chase the ghost and all. Then somebody tells me, oh, it's a movie, or jnana. He's giving it jnana. Oh, it's movie. Wake up. Then I wake up. Jnana will wake me up. The ghost in the movie cannot make me wake up. So that's why importance is given to scriptures and wisdom. That wisdom and self-awareness, who am I, self-inquiry, will help you to wake up. Not the movie itself. Movie itself will require certain amount of maturity before you start doing self-inquiry.
So Guruji, wave realizing that it is nothing but water means it's not gaining anything new. It is realizing what it already is.
It is losing, no. It is losing its suffering,
Identity
no.
as a wave. Yeah.
Huh?
It is
Its
losing.
identity as a wave is fearful. I am a wave. I don't know when I'm going to die. Okay, I was born yesterday. Tomorrow I'll go and die. A big wave will swallow me. That fear will go. The fear related to the identity will go. The stress related
Only
to
the
identity
false
will go.
identity is going, but the
Yes.
real nature, water, it was always there, and it will always remain same.
Yeah, but that you didn't realize, no. The whole of your life, here, the wave is really living in the fear. Oh, big wave is coming and swallowing me. Okay, I'm going to hit a shore. I'll die. So that fear is there, no. The fear related to form, the stress. So
Yeah. So that
basically, that's why it's called liberation, mukti. Mukti means freedom. It's not gaining something. Mukti is becoming free from what is associated with all mental wrong concepts and fear.
So last time when we broke with Subbu, my question was, if an Atma does all his dharma, does everything that it is expected to do, after that body dies, what happens to that Atma? Let's say he gets all the wisdom, he does everything.
See,
What happens after
there
that
are
body
4
dies?
paths for a human being. There are 4 paths. One is an ignorant person, okay, who has not done dharma, who doesn't know dharma and adharma. He will acquire papa and punya, good merit and sin.
And
So
he will
he
come
will
back,
go and
and he will come back to another body. Let's say whatever
another
it
body,
is. Okay.
right? That is case. Then there is a person who has done dharma, okay, but dharma he has done not for mukti. He has not done for liberation purpose. His purpose is dharma to get a good merit. Okay, then he will go to Swarga, third level loka. There are 7 lokas, 7 planetary systems: Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka. He will go to third level planetary system, enjoy a lot of good merit in heaven. It's like a 5-star place.
And he will be
So
there
then,
forever?
no, after he exhausts his punya, encashes his punya, he'll come back to earth. This is the second category. The third category is that. Third category, he has lived a good life of dharma, and he has lived a life of religious life. Religious means puja and worship of God. Okay, he has not only lived his religious life, he lived his life well, but he has not done dharma for punya, sargaloka. He has done dharma to get God. Okay, his purpose is to attain God. He is called upasaka. Upasaka means one who is not liberated. Upasaka means one who has done good amount of sadhana, maturity, but he has not liberated, enlightened. The upasaka, when he dies, he will go to 7th loka, which is like let's say somebody has done a Shiva upasana, Shiva or Lakshmi, Durga. So that Devata loka he will go. It does not come back here, earth. He will be born in that loka. It is not called Purti Mukti. It's not complete Mukti. It's called Krama Mukti, partial Mukti, because he will be born in that loka. In that loka, he has to continue sadhana in a very good way. That's called Upasaka. Then the 4th category is a Gnani. He has lived a life of dharma, and he has lived a life of Atmanu Mokshartham Jagadida, self-realization, selfless service. He has got Gnana. I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect, I'm pure consciousness. That Gnana has become very clear. So then for him, after he dies, his Atma doesn't go anywhere. His pranas also don't go anywhere. Pranas will merge with the universal prana. Atma merges with Paramatma in the same body. Actually, that has happened much earlier also. When he gets Gnana, it has already happened. Formally, the body will become weak, and then he get a Videha Mukti. There are 2 types of Mukti, Jivan Mukti and Videha Mukti. Jivan Mukti is when he gets liberated, he understands I am one with Paramatma, that clarity has emerged. But body will continue because of Prarabdha Karma. After time, body will become weak because of Prarabdha Karma, body will drop, then he becomes Videha Mukta, or he becomes one with the Paramatma. His Atma doesn't go anywhere. The wave merges with water where it is.
So are we saying that the number of Atmas across has always remained the same, and there has never been an addition?
This is a wrong word terminology called wrong terminology. Atma, the terminology in Hindi and other Indian languages is wrongly used. Atma is only one. It's same as Paramatma. The appearance in individual body is called Jiva. Okay, so Jivas are infinite in number. You have a Jiva, I have a Jiva, but Atma of mine, Atma of you is same. Atma is only one. Jiva is many. So now the Jiva and Atma appears to be fused within an ignorant person, because he doesn't know that it's separate from Atma and Jiva. So it appears to be one. So then he'll say, I'm Atma, Atma is dying, all like that he'll say. So what dies is Jiva, and what is reborn is Jiva. So Jiva is nothing but a subtle memory, subtle mind. The subtle mind is what travels from one body to other body. So are there infinite numbers? Yes, infinite numbers. And are there more coming? They're coming, because animal life will, plant life will become animal life will plant, human beings. It will gradually, it will be continuous process.
Yeah, maybe I still need to do some of my internal thing, and then if I can come back, I'll come back to the question, and Subbu can pass it on to you. Maybe there is a lot of ignorance in me right now, but I
No,
think I need
take,
to really
it'll
grow.
gradually Avinash was asking questions.
Yes, Prabhuji, I was asking one question. So my question was, why? At the end of the day, why do we come? I mean, not the karma related that we go through the birth and death and all that, but the question is why at all we realize, or why at all we are here.
See, the why at all, the question of why at all in nature. Okay, anybody can give answer why fire is hot, why sun is bright. So everything has a nature. The living beings have a nature that they want to seek experience and happiness through various life forms. So why that is there, nobody can answer. But they have a seeking. The living beings have by nature, they want to get happiness through various life forms. So for that, they'll get to various life forms. They'll go through a certain degree of maturity, and finally they'll go back to the self.
So does that mean that it started with a choice? So I mean, uh, there was Paramatma, and then with a choice, we as a wave came as Jiv or Jivatma.
When it says choice, yeah, Paramatma is there. Paramatma is eternal, right? Paramatma is never coming to come. It doesn't comes and goes.
Mm-hmm.
So there is infinite variety of Jivatma. It can like say seeds from time immemorial or whatever time. Seeds are there, various life forms. Now the seeds will have to mature by taking many bodies, grow into human being, then get maturity. It's a cycle itself. That's called nature, Prakriti. So that innumerable life forms are there in the seed form. The Paramatma gives light to them and brings them up.
So that is my question, Guruji. Why there are seeds, and why we are seeking to experience this?
No, see the why see is there an answer for why in anywhere in nature, right? In nature, existence by a certain nature, right? Fire has a burning ability. Why fire is burning? Fire is burning. Similarly, life forms are there in nature in seed form. They are there time immemorial. So they are coming up, they grow, they take the form, and then they'll experience something, then it'll come back, right? So if you ask a question why, the life is always driven by happiness. I want happiness. I want to seek happiness. So that seeking happiness is a powerful part of life. Whether it's an ant or an animal or elephant, they want to seek happiness in various forms. So they try to grow in that way. So if you ask a question, why do you seek happiness? There's no answer for that, because that's the nature. That's how the nature is.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, our questions will stop, no? Because you cannot go beyond why the nature is like that. The nature is existence is like that. Who created it? It's there.
Okay.
Right? See, we will not get an answer to even science also will never be able to answer why. They'll say what is there. At certain level, we have to say the life forms were there. They grew up. They seek multiple forms. They'll experience their karma, and then they will evolve.
Okay.
Yes, madam.
Is it okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, what is beautiful? Life is beautiful or death is beautiful? Because death is
Life
going
is,
to get.
no. What is your question? Life is beautiful.
Is life beautiful in this body, or moving to the next body and death is beautiful? If if there is
What is beautiful means?
or what should be yearned for, life or death? Because if it's going to
There's
take me
nothing.
to
Life and death are never separate. They're
of
all
the body,
together.
of the
No,
body.
no. Life and death is always together. So the moment you are born, okay. Now, how old are you?
52.
Do you know every moment of your life, 5 to 7 million cells in your body are dying every minute. They are getting replaced. Okay. So our body is not solid at all. It is a flow. Okay. Our liver gets replaced in 3 years. Our brain gets replaced in 8 years. Except retina, every part of our body gets replaced. It's like we are like a snake, continuously changing. So what is death then? Continuously, some part is dying, some part is getting regenerated. So death and life and death are very simultaneous. Actually, it's not. It's in our mind. We are compartmentalizing them. And also, when you breathe in, okay, some life comes to some cells. When you breathe out, half a couple of million cells will die. Continuously, we are actually a fluid entity. Life and death are never separate in that sense. Life and death, we say, oh, he lived for 70 years and died. But in the 70 years, he's already gradually has died. The whole death is slow process. The moment you are born, the death has already started.
Right. So we are moving towards death no matter what. And that is the eternal truth.
No, it's not end point. I'm saying it's simultaneous. It's continuous. And once it dies, again birth is also continuous. The moment you die, again birth also starts. Continuous process. So for our purpose of saying some date and all, we are saying somebody is born in this date and dies. But actually, birth and death is a simultaneous process, continuous process, ongoing process.
It is. But one thing which is really not say surprising, it's really something which is questionable. In any form, Atma always wants to be living. It always wants to continue to live.
Jiva.
Like, for example,
No,
when you
Atma
have
and Jiva will mix it up. Atma and Jiva. Jiva is one thing to be. Atma doesn't want, doesn't, it is a witness.
okay, maybe I'm not using the right terms, but let me just give an example. Like, for example, if there is a tiger chasing a goat, she will run for her life.
Okay. Life.
If you have human beings, like there is a sadness when someone departs.
Correct.
It could be because of not that it is gone somewhere, but it is because of the realization of you are no more able to be along with that person in
Correct.
the future once it departs.
Correct.
So no matter whatever form it is, the life, I don't know what word it is called, Atma, Jiva, body, I'm not very sure about that. But the the fight to stick to be living is same across all forms.
Correct.
So wouldn't it mean that there is something that it is common across, and it is supposed to be, it is a
Correct.
natural form, and
It is.
yet
It is.
we still say that death is eternal and we should be accepting it and moving towards it?
No, no, no. It is, see, the clinging to life is for any living being. An ant to elephant, everybody wants to cling to life. There's no doubt. But who clings to life is not the Atma. Clings to life is Jiva, the consciousness which is identified with the body. Okay, now this consciousness which is identified with the body is trying to get happiness out of life. Suck experience of life it wants to take. Okay.
And that's not wrong, right?
No, nothing wrong in that. Experience of life it wants to take. And this entity is thinking the body is me. Okay, all experiences related to body is the experience what I want to take in life. Okay, vehicle related experiences being taken continuously, and once life comes to an end, my experience is not, hunger is not gone, because I can never be satisfied with these experiences whatever I have got. At no point of time I'll be saying I am fully satisfied with the experience I've got. So it clings for another life. It does not want to give life, because the moment you give life, the experience will end. So this continuous experiencing life through body, one body or after the body, is like I bought a car. I want a better car. I want a better car, because my experience, I want to experience the car. So now that will continue until a point will reach where you realize you are not the body, you are the Atma. So then you realize that my nature is bliss and happiness. Then I don't need more vehicle. So till that point of time, everybody clings to life. That's called abhinivesha, clinging to life. And it cannot stop. Nobody can stop it, because they said urge. I have not, my experience of life is not complete. I want one more life. I want one more life. That experience is craving will continue. Until you are satisfied with the craving, where you realize, oh, I'm one with Paramatma, my nature is bliss. That is the point of enlightenment. Until that point out, nobody can escape from this craving for the body.
Guruji, again the session will be over. So it's up to you. Again, the session will be over in 2 minutes. It's up to you.
Next life.
Yeah.
Okay, you want me to log out and log in?
Can we continue, Guruji, or you have?
I can log in again.
Okay.
Okay, I have one more question for
Yeah,
Guruji.
you log in again.
Okay.
So log in again.
Okay. I will